Bitches love my dick. Bitches love the bag. You can get in the bedroom with Fran, but she might pull out and peg. Bitches love my dick. Bitches love the bag. Unless it's kind of freaky, so she might want to fuck you while you put a bag on her head. Hey, this is another episode of Cocktails with Cocktails. That was a nice freestyle from yours truly.
You did great. That was great.
Thank you. I can tell you weren't upset. Trav was bobbing his head like, okay, fire. And Fran was sitting there like, this is something I would actually do. I would pull out my peg and be like, are you with this, sir?
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Like, she'll have a peg the size of that essential bottle, and in one hand, a size of lube in another hand.
Should I bring the bottle back out so we can...
This is silly.
See, like, that's terrifying.
Would you peg somebody with something that big?
I mean, if they asked me to and they could take it, sure.
Say they explode, they anus exploded on you.
That's actually what I would be afraid of. I don't want any of their excrements.
Man, that's fucking wild. I mean, shit happens, literally.
Fluids. Exactly, I wouldn't want any of that.
But look, let's get into this motherfucking episode. I got a beautiful guest in here. She's so special. We said we're going to give her her own motherfucking show because she got some shit to talk about. And I've been excited about this. What has been a month? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to let her introduce herself, but I'm going to introduce herself. Her name is, how you say it? Francesca Amari?
Lamar.
God damn it!
I know. It fucks everybody up.
Damn.
I think it's Lamar.
I fucked it up. So my middle name is Lamar.
Yeah.
What's your middle name?
Gabrielle.
Oh, I thought that was okay. So we got Francesca Lamar. Did I say it right?
Yep.
Yes. And that's on Instagram or Catch This Love on Twitter. She's the queen of the last day of fleets. First of her name. The fourth guest to peg and a beautiful queen head to toe. Well, I don't know. I never seen your feet, so I'm going to say head to ankle. I'm not really a feet guy, so unless they're hideous, I'm not going to be like, ew, you know, and shit like that. Would you suck a woman's feet?
It's the face.
I mean, I suck man feet, so really? I suck toes, so I would suck a woman's toes.
When do you suck a nigga's toes? You be riding dick, reverse cowgirl, just throw a toe in your mouth?
If that's the cause for it. I like feet, so if I'm touching a man's feet, I may just like honestly on some silly shit, pop a toe in my mouth, and then like licking between the toes, and then that usually gets them going, and then we just do it. So that's okay, yeah. So that's how that normally goes for me when I suck on men's toes, or when we're doing it and we are in that position, and I'm reversing it up, and there's a foot close enough to my face, I can just pop it right into my mouth.
That's kind of nasty.
I've sucked a toe once or twice.
Yeah.
Just one toe?
Once or twice.
One toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually the big toe.
It's usually the big toe.
Maybe the pinky if you can get in between, that pinky and that, that fourth toe.
Yeah, it's usually just
honestly, I've never seen a pinky toe not look like an alien, so I'm smooth.
Well, the men that I've dealt with have nice feet. And again, I like feet, so I
do have nice feet.
I'll take care of your feet too if you need me.
Oh, you would give me a foot bath?
I would.
Damn, I see why you a pillow princess. You do shit. You just can't cook and you a pillow princess.
I only consider myself a pillow princess because I usually do not get on top.
Because you're a pillow princess.
But I don't just lay there when I'm in missionary. I don't just lay there. I fuck
Trav, has she not said that she just lay there?
No, I say I'm a pillow princess, and I literally say all the time I consider myself a pillow princess because I don't get on top.
Yes.
Do I say I just lay there? I don't believe I've ever said that.
Trav so high.
And you just making shit up because Trav didn't shake his head.
He was like, that was a head shake.
Whatever, Brandon. Look, I literally have never said
let's get into this intro question with this queen. So, how do you want to feel in a relationship?
Ooh. I've been in my feels lately. I've been thinking about.
I could tell you. I got this question from your Twitter. Follow her Twitter, man. Y'all get ass shots and you get these real deep tweets.
Yes, I was talking to my friend about this literally like yesterday, and she came up with the word cherish, but I don't really resonate with that word because cherish has like this element of spirituality that I don't really subscribe to.
And it's a mediocre group.
Yeah. Okay. And they also, so I guess it's this feeling of like all the parts of me are enough for you right now. Because I am non-monogamous, and so I do believe in like our love is a fleeting love. It's not always going to be a sure love. It's going to be something that transforms and evolves over time. And so all the parts of you right now, like you fully invested in that, and I'm fully invested in all the parts in you right now. And that could be fucking week. That could be 3 years. That could be 10 years.
That could be but it 3 months. Sounds so horrible for whoever gets broken up with. Like, do you?
That's the
how
risk
do you
of love, though.
But how do you break up with people then? I'm so curious now.
So I've only been in 2 relationships my whole life, and I did break. Well, technically,
but think about it. We break up with people. I was the one
that ended both of those relationships.
We break up with people even when you're not in a relationship, though.
That's something I'm like not. I'm typically not someone that's like in that mindset. I had to recently deal with a situation where this girl, she was like, "I would consider you an ex," and I was just like, "Whoa, we never had the conversation on like us wanting to be in a relationship together. We never even said we were in a relationship. Like, how did you get to this conclusion?" But I guess it is a breakup, like a severing of some type of relationship.
Are you mean with it and direct?
I'm pretty direct. I'm learning to be soft because I can be blunt. But I'm pretty direct. I'm just like, yeah, this isn't working for me.
Do you ghost?
No, I don't believe in ghosting.
Wow, neither do I. I think ghosting is the utmost disrespectful. Unless you feel like it's a danger to your mental or your physical, I feel like ghosting is the utmost disrespect because it's evil. It's downright. You're a pussy and it's evil to me.
Yeah, people are meant to be disposable, and I think that's something that we have to like. I'm still training myself to do because society teaches us that like when something isn't working that we can cut it off, like boundaries. I feel like there's this like, you know, kind of just new space where people are really getting accustomed to like their value, their worth, and how that looks like in a relationship. And I feel like boundaries have been a great way for people to assert these things, but I still don't think people think about how that affects other person, their feelings, their consideration. And so typically I am really direct when I want to end something, but I also like I'm learning to be soft. So like still focusing on the things and parts of the relationship that is working so that therefore if there's a friendship that can still be there, we can maintain that, right? And so that's just kind of where I'm at with things.
You are good. You are cute.
Thank you.
You got this. The wordplay. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here.
But yeah, no, ghosting sucks. Don't ghost people.
What about me? What in regards to the intro question?
Yeah.
Well.
Now she's evil.
I am not evil. Don't do that, Brandon.
Travis, evil.
I am not evil. But how do I want to feel? I just want to feel loved and respected. I want to be loved the way I deserve to be loved, and I want to be respected the way I deserve to be.
How do you feel you deserve to be loved?
I deserve to feel as much love as I give you because I love people just as when I give my love, I love you just as much as I love myself, which is a hell of a lot.
Wow, that's sweet. I've never seen it, but that's sweet.
So when I love people, I love them just as much as I love myself. And again, that's a hell of a lot. And that's how I am in my friendships. So that's how I am in my relationships when that love is there. So, and if I don't feel like you're giving me the love that I'm giving you, then.
And you know what I have to say, like that you did that a lot of people don't do? Is that when you've seen that, you removed yourself from it. And I commend you for doing so because a lot of people don't have the mental strength to remove themselves from situations where they realize that they're not getting what they deserve. So shout out to you.
Right. So
big facts.
Yeah.
What is love? I feel like a lot of times people say they want to be loved in a relationship, but that looks so different to so many different people. I
feel like love in a relationship is different than love in a friendship. You could love a coworker, but that's only to a certain extent to me. Like, I got coworkers I really like, but I want the motherfuckers coming over my house. And I got friends that I love, but I'm not about to pay their rent, you know? And seriously, it's different levels to that shit. So when it comes to an actual relationship, I feel like the love in a relationship with somebody should be love that you can't get anywhere else. And love that you're not willing to reciprocate to anybody else. So even if you're in an open relationship or anything like that, that person I feel like should get parts of you. And we're not even talking about sex. They should get parts and vulnerabilities of you that you are not willing to, in most cases, give to others.
Yeah, I feel like that goes back to the first question. How do I want to feel in a relationship? I want to feel impactful. Like, I don't feel like I can be the best person in any relationship if I'm not like a supporting root to like whatever your desires are, what your dreams are, like what makes you feel good, you know, like I want to feel impactful. And like I don't do well in a relationship if I'm like being prevented from being an impactful partner.
Right.
Wow.
Right, because I want to support you. Yeah. Because I expect you to support me.
Wow. So you be in relationships trying to make a nigga feel better and make a nigga do better. You like apply for
I'm learning the feel better part because again, I've been out of touch with emotions for like most of my adult life and like I'm just now blossoming into feeling things that I've never felt in my life. Just a range of emotions. Like I typically was a very monotone, like, you know, like I had these feelings but didn't really have the articulation on how to you know, say these things or even like tap into like an experience that somebody's used to having. If like you say you're sad, if you say you're mad, if you say like I just didn't have the range. But yeah, I think forgot what I was saying, but you know.
How old are you?
Here. I'm 25.
25.
So what would you consider your adult life? To me, I consider it 4 years.
No.
You said no?
Mm-mm. I didn't.
I would say from so I was in my first relationship at 18. So I would say from then on till now.
Is that how when you truly felt like an adult?
Yeah, I'm a very like ambitious. Like I moved out. Like when I decided I wanted to drop out of school, I moved out into my own apartment.
Like high school?
No. College. So like, yeah. So
So
when I didn't go to school very long. But
me
like,
neither.
So yeah, I dropped out and I got my own place. I've been just a very like kind of steadfast. So like, I'm responsible for me, and that also relates to the emotions thing, right? I was like, you're responsible for your own emotions. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. If you want to be in community with people, so like I'm engaging with my feelings and emotions in new ways. Now, but yeah, I'm 25.
Okay.
All right, you burst my bubble. She thought 22, 23. I'm thinking at least 21. No, not age. No, we were talking about when you felt like an adult. Okay. Like you were like 18. Oh, no, you don't even act 25.
Okay.
You act.
What does that mean?
You act older.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't say
not in a negative
I would
way.
say seem like you give an air of maturity that most 25-year-olds do not have. Because most 25-year-olds I know are still children.
Shit, most 30-year-olds
That's
I
real.
know are still children.
Fair.
I've been around older people most of my life, though.
That's why I'm 35.
Yeah.
Do you date up?
I understand. I, too, have been around old people.
I'm sorry.
Do you date up?
Recently, I've been dating older. Usually, I would date, like, within the same age or 2 years older to me, but now I've been, like, 5.
Would you date an older couple?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm, like...
Please don't continue to answer Brandon's questions.
Damn.
What?
He's leading you down a path you do not want to go.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm sorry. I know it's not Halloween, but did you want to get an X over your body and like a cock behind the X? Like, what's up with your cock blocking today? Normally, you let me rock. What the fuck is wrong? You want it for yourself?
Maybe I do.
Okay, well, maybe she's okay with sharing. Let her make that example, but don't block cock. Have your own skill where you can, get away with your own shit. Mm-hmm. Damn, you ain't got a cock block.
To answer your question, maybe at some point in my life. Currently, no. Yeah. I'm not. I'm in a space where I don't really want to share too much of like a partner.
I just want you to stop doing this shit.
I'm actually starting to move more into monogamy, which is like so wild for me. But I think that's just because I think in general, like if you do desire to have a non-monogamous life, I'm currently single, so it's much easier to do that once you have a foundation relationship. And so I'm in the space where I'm like looking for a partner. And then, later down the line, we want to explore, we want to do things. That's great. But like, I want to build a
Would
foundation.
you let me throw an alley-oop and put you on somebody?
Maybe.
You still trying to get people on Titus?
I might. Okay.
On whom?
Nobody. Fuck him, okay? I actually don't have anybody that I would suggest to you because none of them are deserving.
I don't think any man deserves you, honestly.
Hey, because the shit she's
Truly.
been, oh my God.
Truly, I truly don't. Like,
it's only you and one other person I know who spit this type of shit. So, y'all two are just queens, top of the world, and that's just, you say something?
No.
Yeah, I was just making sure. So,
know what, you stupid bitch? You got anything you want to air out?
Yeah, I do.
What? Ooh. Air it out now.
That you're one of the queens that I was thinking of.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Where you going, Onesie?
I'm making a drink.
Oh, Onesie making a drink. So, I do have a question, though.
Yeah,
Could you have a threesome with someone that you're in love with?
Oh, absolutely. I've had... All the threesomes I had were with people I was in love with.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you in love with all three? Like, you and the other person? Obviously, yourself.
So, 3 of the people that I had threesomes with, I was in love with.
Have you had, like... Are all your threesomes, like, man, woman, man, or man, man, woman? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, they've all been, like, 2 women and a man.
Okay.
I do desire to have, like, other types of threesomes. I want to have an orgy, I don't know. I just want to have, like, more fun to explore, like, more space to explore.
I would like to experience an actual full-on, all-out orgy. I would.
Same.
I wholeheartedly would. Dick, pussy, everywhere, titties, ass,
everybody
balls,
start fucking.
swinging. I want dick in both hands and one in my mouth, and then maybe some titties behind me.
Yes.
And maybe somebody eating my pussy, but I want everything filled.
Yes.
You know what? I want you to get that, and I want to be a part of an all-out orgy, But I know this is gonna sound wild, but when we wake up, like it's a chef making pancakes. Like
I would be that chef for
Like
sure.
I feel like
making pancakes.
No, I really
love
feel
to
like
cook.
that really like solidifies. Like you had a wild night and it's somebody not you cooking.
Made breakfast.
Like
Sounds
making a
sounds
dog
great.
ass breakfast. You just got some Mal Green playing in the background.
That's what happened after my threesome. That was great.
What?
Woke up
big
the
dick
next day
vagina?
and I got breakfast.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I mean, you
pretty much-
cried.
that was
I would
my
have made you
best
breakfast
too.
too.
Yeah.
She had an MMF.
I had a male female threesome. It was
Ooh.
Yeah.
beautiful. It's the best
Were
threesome I've
both
ever
these
had.
men straight?
Yeah.
Oh,
So they
wow.
were only having sex with me.
Okay.
Because I wanted my goal during this threesome was to have something in my pussy and something in my mouth at all times, and I got what I wanted.
That's great.
Oh, I got a question.
I got what I want.
Because I didn't want to ask this when you were in a relationship.
Okay.
During that threesome, who gave out the better dick?
My dude at the time, he did give out. The other dude was kind of nervous. The other dude was kind of nervous
Okay, fair.
and fair.
That's fair.
But
Because it was his first MMF.
yeah, so
Me personally,
but
I
I
don't
think
know if
also
I'd be
I think
comfortable.
my dude had something to prove. He was like, "Fuck this bitch better than that man can."
Trav, JG,
Of
could
course,
y'all do
that's
an
all-
MMF?
Exactly.
Expected.
So because
Come
he
on now.
fucked the shit out of me that night with like.
He's like, can you
Dog,
run it back?
Do you y'all nobody noticed these two niggas?
Nah.
Oh my god.
I saw it. I saw the hood.
Y'all, these niggas is sick.
I saw.
No,
it.
I got close to having those, but they like the men always backed out.
I wouldn't
'cause they
mind
were,
another one. I wouldn't.
Too
mind.
uncomfortable.
I just it's not maybe because I'm the only child. Like I don't be even like getting naked like in gym class, like after gym. You get what I'm saying? Like that's just weird. I don't want to see your dick. I don't want you to see my dick. That's just weird to me.
Is it embarrassment or like?
No, it's just weird.
I think it's a very vulnerable place. Like even as a bisexual woman, I have like my insecurities around like my own body with being
Fair.
other people that have the same body as me, because like inherently there's a competition on body types, regardless if we buy into it or not, right? And so that makes sense.
Your body type is very. How can I explain this? Let me explain my story first. Of how I found this
Because it's
queen.
about to be bullshit.
No, it's not. I did I not tell you the story? Maybe I didn't. So I'm trying to go to sleep and my phone is like blowing up with people sending me fleets.
Oh Lord,
It
were
was
they
the
my
it was the last
boy.
night of the fleets. So I get this wild ass fleet and I'm like,
boy.
nah, ain't this bitch smart? Because it was this perfect photo, but it was zoomed all the way out. So you couldn't see shit. And I'm like, damn. So you know me. Screenshot, zoom in. And I'm like, these are some beautiful breasts. And it made me say, who is this queen? And so I followed her. And I realized, going through her tweets, the fleets was literally the least interesting thing about her. Like, I was shocked that I said that because the fleets were fire. Like, everybody was dropping. I ain't gonna name no name.
I am like a professional photographer.
Yeah, like
just to add
you
reference,
know,
like
yeah.
Okay.
Fleece was
and
wild.
videographer.
Yeah.
Like,
And I was just like, she had some fleece. I'm talking about we had ass, titty, fucking, sucking, clucking. It was wild, okay? A nigga had on, I know she made porn because a nigga had on a whole face mask.
fucking hollering.
Like,
I think
like,
I want to start making porn.
Yeah, no, her fleece was wild. So,
Cocktails with cocktails OnlyFans.
Yeah, I
yeah,
definitely
we should
wanna,
do that with her fleece.
I was thinking of starting an OnlyFans.
Or y'all two.
I kind of want to. I might want to get that popping.
Y'all two
for
could do
real.
only pegs
Here's the thing.
because they only peg. They peg.
Here's the thing.
Would you like to run a man with me? I've had a man ask me this. He wants to
Okay.
be pegged by two
But
women.
you gotta wear the flowers and everything, like, and you gotta keep them shoes on.
Still tell them.
I've had So if you
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say. Here's the thing. I don't know. I've pegged one man in my life, and we had a connection. I'm not really like
fair,
not there to just like peg on the fly.
You got
okay,
rhythm,
But-
and that's fair, and that's fair.
but do you got peg rhythm?
Oh,
Get mine better. I feel
yeah,
like.
absolutely. I'm definitely so like someone said I was a fine line between dominant and feminine, and I thought that was hilarious because
definitely
I think
see
I'm
that.
very dominant.
Yeah. I see
But no, definitely like my girlfriends, we go out dancing. They're like, "Oh, you a nigga?" Like I'm behind them, I'm grinding. Like yeah, I got the stroke game on lock.
Yeah. Okay.
You seem so, your auras is so like you're a very polite dom.
Yeah,
I would
can
say
see that.
respectful. I wouldn't say polite. I would say a very respectful.
I like-
dom.
I
I've
like
learned to be that. I don't think by nature I am, but
Okay.
See,
There's laws and
disrespectful.
shit in this world.
Who's a disrespect? Oh yeah, I'm a disrespectful dime. You a bitch. You my bitch.
What
Oh,
did you
yeah, I
tell
know
him?
this
What
already
did you
how
tell
that
him to
would
do
be.
when he sucked your strap?
Suck my dick, bitch.
Yeah, like
I got my strap sucked too, and that was amazing.
I
Especially
told him
because
to
it was
suck
light
it.
skin. But that was a whole nother story
wait,
because
him or the strap?
my strap.
Was it white or was it light skinned?
See, here's the thing. At the store, I was demolished because I was with my friend, the person I pegged or whatever. He was in the store, and they was like looking through, penises and shit.
Oh, so they picked their strap.
And they was like, "This probably for you," and I was like, "Oh wow, I forgot. I had forgot I was light skinned in that moment." And was just like, "Wow,
You are light. You
that's
are
crazy."
yellow.
So you gave him
With
Drake
an
dick?
A.
I did,
Wow.
but it still felt awesome to have my light skin.
What music do
Strap
y'all be
sucks.
listening to while y'all strap people?
I don't want music. I want to hear
Metallica?
moans. I don't need music. I want to hear groans and moans, and I want
Groans and
to
moans.
hear you saying things.
What was you listening to?
It was probably definitely some D'Angelo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn. One
I'm
of
a
the D'Angelo
passionate
know
lover.
niggas
How
be
does it feel?
Wow,
that part.
makes fit.
I think that video, specifically because I have friends who have said this, was like an iconic moment for like down
Okay.
moment, right? No, for like gays on the low or gays that were just becoming like, at one with their sexuality. It was like, oh shit, D'Angelo look good as hell. So like, I think that is definitely probably why that song was played. We talked about that. It's just like, oh, that moment was everything for me.
Wow.
But
So was you a gentle pegger or was you evil like her?
I think
I
in
would
general,
say
there's this
evil.
connection to like, especially like with the idea of pegging or strapping, right? There's this like forced dominance in the situation. Like you're just like in any relationship, if you have to assume a masculine or feminine role, right? And so I think mindset wise, you go into like, oh, I'm gonna demolish this person, right? And then for me at least, then you're in experience, and I was just like, oh, this is
Right.
fucking beautiful. It's an
Yeah.
exchange of like feminine, masculine energy. Like
I agree.
to be on the opposite side of receiving is just like an equilibrium that I never felt in any other relationship.
I feel that. Because
and
I
so-
definitely didn't call that man a bitch. I didn't even want to. I just told him to suck my dick. Like, I did not call that man a bitch.
You been lying the past month and a half.
I never even
But I
said that
definitely
to
a
you.
smack
I never
ass,
told
though,
you that I
for
told
sure.
him to suck my dick, bitch.
said
You
that
be
on air?
making up shit. No, you be making up shit. I told him, I was like, no, suck my dick. I was like, yeah, get down and suck my dick. I did tell him to do that. But I never told him to suck. I never called him a bitch. I didn't, like you said, like, I didn't even want to. Like, because we
Yeah.
ended up having, like, just a full sexual experience. And it was a very great sexual experience, too.
Yeah, it was transcending for
to
me.
have. Yeah, like, it was probably some of the best sex I've ever actually had in my life.
I think in that
So-
moment before, I definitely thought I was someone that was like non-binary, but like lean towards masculinity. And then after that moment, I was like, no, I'm just a woman that's expanding upon the definitions of what it means to be a woman.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I think we kind of, like, again, with anything, we have these forced conditions that we kind of perform in the moment, but then you realize, like, kind of after, like, where you fall on that spectrum.
Okay. This is like beautiful.
This is very beautiful.
So we give everybody who straps a nickname, and this is Peggy Hill.
Okay.
So let's come up with one real quick for her.
Strap harness.
No, we gave somebody
Kind of
that.
like.
no, we gave somebody Pegahonus. Strapahonus is different.
No, she deserves her own name that doesn't even compare to the other name.
Okay.
Miss
What about Strapaho?
You said who?
Miss Pony? I don't know.
Miss who?
You can ride Miss Pony.
Right,
I mean, like, yeah.
I like Miss Pony. Yeah. All right,
Told you
Miss.
that already?
What about
No,
Peg
I
the
literally
Stallion?
just
Do
made
we
that
have a
up on the
Peg the
spot.
Stallion?
Peg the
They call me
Stallion.
Fran Daddy. Like,
I like Peg
to
the
be honest.
Stallion.
Fran Daddy too.
They call me Fran Daddy.
Fran Daddy or Peg the
Wait,
Fran Daddy the Stallion.
So you strapped the nigga and he was calling you Fran Daddy?
Yeah.
While you was strapping him?
He was calling me Fran Daddy and Diamond because we're both Aries.
And who?
Diamond. He just, for some reason, want to call me Diamond because we're both Aries
You
and
got
like,
somebody ride your strap?
yeah. That my first time, which was pretty wild.
Like a man.
Yeah, beautiful chocolate black man locks.
Was this his first time?
Huh?
Was this his first time?
It was.
And he said,
And he
I'm
rode
going to
your
climb on this strap. and
I'm gonna
get-"
be honest with you. Women don't ride dick they first time, so I don't believe it.
Okay.
I mean, because I had to hit this man missionary.
So here's the thing.
When I was
right?
strapping him, I had to hit a missionary because he
Who just know
I'm
how to
short.
ride dick the
Like,
first
I'm
time?
short,
I did that
and
as
he was
well.
significantly taller than me.
Okay, okay.
I feel
Because
like you know
I'm
how to do
little,
what
so
you
it's like I couldn't really get in his booty that like
Exactly why
that.
it's not a first time.
I should have
Here's the
stood
thing.
up.
We had both been practicing with toys for months. But
Oh, he was riding toys.
Okay,
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, yeah,
Because I'm like, yo, dog, you got a lot of dip on your
So what do
shit.
you
You
do
know.
with, like, do you do anything anally?
no.
Like,
no,
with
I'm a
they anal?
hypocrite. No, I
Besides-
don't even want my ass looked at. It's a problem.
Whoa.
You don't even want it looked at.
Not
Why you
really.
got a cute ass? You post it all the time. You literally posted it like 2 days
That's
ago.
I'm working through the relationship. Yeah.
She's working on loving her ass. I understand because it took me a long time to love my body fully.
That's real.
Because I was a heavier girl, and then I lost the weight, and then I started to look a little weird. So I was going through body dysmorphia because I'm like, I'm not even like as. Like, I felt a little bit fuller, like a little bit more voluptuous when I was bigger. And then I lost the weight and, my skin started to look a little weird to me. And I'm like, I don't like this. I had to fall in love with my body all over again after I fell in love with my fat body because that took a long time to fall in love with.
I feel it,
And then it takes a lot to become comfortable with your body again.
I love my body. It's just, I think in general, again, especially being Black women, we're conditioned to look a certain way. Specifically in
what
our
don't you like about your ass? Because it's
beautiful.
Elaborate. It definitely looks flat.
It's not giving. Can you stand up and show us? Do you not want
off camera?
Yeah, off camera. Show our reaction. Show our reaction. Yeah, stand up.
Show her reaction because mine's is too honest.
Stand up.
Really?
Yeah, my face is being
we
shown.
seen raw booty hole in here, so
your booty.
It's like not really giving.
Girl,
it's giving a lot more than some flat ass.
It's giving a lot more than flat ass. You just put your booty right in JG face and was like,
he was just like this. Oh my god.
but no, it's nice.
I'm learning to like. It was at one point like I was like fully. So I'm in the space now where I accept it, but then I realized, okay, maybe I still need to do some work. So like I don't know. It's a growing relationship.
So a dude can't even eat your ass?
Nah.
Poor man.
So like, do you want it to be like more
but
round?
I want you ass for like 12 hours.
Do you wish your ass was like more round or something? Like
don't pass what she said.
Had him at hello.
Yeah, she'll eat ass for about 12 hours. I heard her.
What positions have you eaten ass in?
All of them. I'll lift somebody up. We on the wall. We on the floor. We on the table.
Wait, what do you mean?
We
on the wall?
Table. We on the wall.
You got a pillow? I don't want I got sweats on. Wait, what do you mean he's on the wall? Like you bend him over on the wall?
Yes. All of the things. Man, I ain't asked in a minute, y'all. I can't even talk about this. I'm triggered.
You don't get horny?
I'm just triggered. I love it so much, and I haven't.
Would you eat a couple's ass?
A couple's. So I definitely have this preference towards men's ass than women's ass. I know it's crazy because like pussy is beautiful and the ass is right there, but like I prefer men's asses. I don't know why.
Good answer.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Hallelujah. So
I would like to get into your threesomes though, because you mentioned you mentioned that you spent like a whole quarter of a year only having, actually more than a quarter, because 4 months is a third of the year.
Mm-hmm. It might have been longer. I was just trying to be like.
So you spent damn near half of the year only having threesomes.
Yeah,
that was your only sex. So like, was this like an intentional thing? Were these with the same two people? And like, was this an intentional thing for you to do? Like, I only want to have threesomes right now. Like, this is the only sexual, this is the only type of sex I want to experience at this moment.
Yeah, I was like very casually like friends with benefits / dating these two people.
Okay.
And I think they both just really, really like wanted to like compete for me. And so
both men or
it was a man and a woman.
Man and woman.
Well,
yeah, she never had that.
It was a man and then someone who identifies as non-binary.
Okay.
And so they kind of.
I didn't mean to interrupt. What is non-binary?
So non-binary just means you don't believe in a binary gender. You don't believe that you're actually a woman or a man. You're kind of just like on the spectrum of either masculine and femininity. Mm-hmm. So it's not like a set.
What sex organ do they have?
So again, they
said they were a woman. But
okay.
Identified as non-binary, so they went by them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they went by all of the pronouns, so that's why it's like
all pronouns. Okay, cool.
Wow. See, I didn't know any of this.
You. That's what you just say like you. You gotta say her, she, you.
You.
But yeah, so
you, my nigga.
So yeah, it was them two, and so the first time that I had sex with the non-binary person first, and then we were like, I had an art show. After our show, we went to this restaurant at Mexican time, and then like I was planning to leave with the guy, so I left with the guy. He gave me a ride home, whatever. And then on the in between that time, the girl noticed, was like, "Hey, what you about to do? Like, can I come up? Can I come over?" At the time, I had roommates, and the person was friends with other roommates. So I'm thinking she just want to come to the house, but no, she had other plans. And so
a queen.
This was gonna be my first experience with the guy, but ended up being a threesome, 3 of us.
Wait, your first experience with a man was a threesome?
No, with this particular guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And so like because our first experience was a threesome, we kind of just continued to be that.
You said they were competing. Did they ever connect in the threesomes? So everybody was all on you.
So they were
here's
both,
the thing
okay.
about what I was saying. Like,
I got you.
I might have mentioned this. So that time, like, I was definitely in like a blissful state. I don't think either of these people was enjoying that experience. They, again, like in hindsight, they just were competing for my attention,
right? Because you didn't mention
because
that
she didn't even like to be
complications
around
came
men's body parts whatsoever.
Gotcha.
Wow.
She was really just there for you. She was really just there for
But now
you.
I have
Or,
more
I'm sorry,
I
they
had
were
no
really just
idea.
there
Like,
for
I
you.
genuinely thought they both enjoyed this. But later down the line, we had conversations. Obviously, that's why the threesome stopped.
Okay.
I was like, oh, no, I just, you know.
And I'm sorry, I gotta be real technical here. When y'all was having this threesome, what position was he in where she was also still participating? Because it sounds like it was competing, so they were never.
They would do a lot of
like they were doing a lot of stuff to just her.
Yeah, like it sounds like a 2.5 something.
Something like that.
Because it don't sound like they were all three doing something at once. Well, am I right?
Well, I mean, yes.
You was eating pussy and getting dick?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the things.
So
all the things that are possible with, like, you know.
Right.
You ever get your dick? I mean, you ever get? Yeah, you got a dick in a certain extent, but never mind. You ever get your face rolled by a dick?
Face rolled by a dick?
Yeah, like you lay down and he gets on top.
I have a gag reflex, so hell no.
Even with my gag reflex, I like
happening.
to get my face rolled.
What? You don't die?
No. I usually will just take it out like,
See, she lives.
Okay, give me a moment. Okay, put it back.
I mean, I'll try to be that, but like
that's how I need it.
I have to be
go,
confident
usually.
in order for the experience to be great.
I mean, for the most part, if I need to take a dick out of my mouth, I'm gonna take it out of my mouth. If I need to breathe, if I can't breathe, if I can't get enough oxygen through my nose and I need a minute, I'm like,
I have learned little tips and tricks to like.
I need to catch my breath and then put it right back. Just put it right back. What's your tips and tricks? Going.
So I don't know if this is real or not, but if you like, the thumb thing.
Oh, the thumb thing works.
But it works. It works. I don't know if it's because like I told myself it works, and so it's working.
So you take your left thumb and you squeeze it in your palm, and you can like.
Yeah, which is kind of frustrating though, because then you can't do like the two hands.
Did you record her doing it?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to try, but I thought it'd be a little like.
That works.
It works. It works for sure.
So you take your left hand. I think it has to be your left hand. I'm not sure if it's the right or the left, but I know for me it works best with my left hand.
Yeah.
You squeeze your thumb and you squeeze your thumb as tight as you can into the palm of your hand, and then.
Yep, it works. It works, but my thing is like I want to be all engaged, and so you can't do like the two hands.
Yeah, I can't do, and that's the thing. Agreed. I like to be all engaged because you know it's a two stroker. It's the two stroking. You got to get both.
Two stroker choker.
The other thing that works for me personally though is like just kind of just like meditating and being like okay with not breathing because I do like to be strangled.
You can't exactly.
So I kind of just like go.
Gag.
I'm like pretending I'm, or if they actually strangle me while I'm sucking it,
I like to choke. I like
that
to
works.
choke.
That works just as well as the.
Have you ever passed out?
No. I don't think so.
Would you like to?
Out during sex.
I'm a heavy sleeper, so maybe, but I don't remember passing out.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I'm a very heavy sleeper.
Nigga woke up, didn't even know she passed out.
Look, I mean, shit. Hey.
You know what? I actually recently passed out during sex, actually.
So did you say you? Oh, I'm sorry.
I think I just like, we both came and then I fell asleep and then woke back up.
Oh,
and we were still like inside each other.
Everybody in here has done that.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
but I didn't remember falling asleep, so it was like, did I pass out?
I've definitely fallen asleep with a dick still in me.
Yeah.
I have. Right on top.
Yeah, on top, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It still gets nice and gummy in there.
Would you be mad if somebody like woke you up with their dick in your mouth?
Yeah.
Like your lover, not like a stranger.
I would be upset, but like I wouldn't want.
Why did you even manage to get yourself in this position to put your dick in my mouth while I'm asleep?
But I have sat on someone's face while they're asleep, so I guess it's the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, but they said it was fine before I did it. You know.
Yeah, it's fine.
In my head, I'm thinking you're saying like they just did this without like consent. Yeah, I would be like.
I would be upset.
Consent.
Yeah. Okay. Consent. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I was actually never mind. All right. Yep, Steph Curry.
Oh my God.
What?
You.
Never mind.
Like you are just.
So look. So I have this poll, right? And so the poll, where we at on the episode? Because this might get long. This is fucking great. So we had a poll, and the poll was true or false. Great dick doesn't get threesomes. Do you think that that's true or false? Because
that's absolutely false. Because the only reason I had a threesome was because my nigga was so good. I was like, y'all got to try this shit.
So this is what I thought.
My first ever threesome.
And the woman that I had this debate with told me I wouldn't know because I'm not a woman and I'm a heterosexual man. And I said, so let me get this straight. You mean to tell me that there's women out here knowing that they niggas giving out sucky or mediocre dick and they're actually sharing it?
Yeah.
To me, that would seem like that's embarrassing for the woman. Like a bitch pull her to the side. You be getting this shit on a regular? Like, that shit sounds... Actually, we had a guest say that she had a nigga that gave her great dick and he was lackluster in the threesome, and the girl pulled her to the side. I was like, this the regular dick that you get? Like it just seems embarrassing. Would y'all hand out mid-dick in a threesome?
I'll consider if the guy has, like, the best head I've had in my life, I would still be like, okay, you can have a threesome with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, if the dick is not, like, amazing.
I mean, yeah, I would have gave my last dude a threesome with another woman.
But you never did?
No, we couldn't find a bitch that we both like.
That's real.
Oh,
like, that was hard. Like,
y'all ain't meet Fran.
We hadn't met Fran.
Yeah.
We hadn't met Fran. Damn.
Clearly,
too bad for him.
Yep, you blocking cops.
Too bad for him, because he would have got a great threesome out of the two of us, I think.
So when you have sex with women, do you like scissor?
I've done it a few times.
How does that? How is scissoring? Because I've actually never scissored. I've been with women, but I've never actually scissored.
It's alright.
I've never actually scissored a woman. It's alright. Like I
think it's visual
I
stimulation
feel like
for
it would
me at
only
least.
be good if we were both really, really wet, and it was like
I haven't done it successfully.
To get our clits really locked in somehow.
Yeah, I have like a penetrative based orgasm, so I just doing it for them. Yeah, it's like okay.
Fair. It was
like you look fine up here.
It took me
making your faces and shit, but like it's not doing anything.
It took me to get a piercing for me to be able to have clitoris, to be able to come from clitoral stimulation.
Oh, I can still come from it, but I just prefer penetration.
I can. And it's crazy because I know a lot of women who can't come from penetration.
Yeah, that's most women.
So right, most women can't come from penetration. I always felt like one of the lucky ones. Like, damn, I can come from penetration. It's usually the clitoral stimulation that I can't always come from. So it wasn't until I got my piercing that it was just like, woo, bitch, anything that touch it gon' get you a little. I recently learned there's
like 12 different types of orgasms that we can have as women. Yeah, and I think I've experienced all 12.
Because I can come from my tits. I can come from
anything.
Just from getting my nipples sucked.
Like,
I can fully climax from getting my nipples fondled.
Same.
And I love it. That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah. I can come from just like thinking about the sex I just had.
Yeah.
I can come from thinking about sex.
I can come from my mind. Oh my God, bitch, we need to get together.
I feel it.
We need to get together. Because I can definitely mentally stimulate myself. And I've come in the car in traffic. Like, just thinking about it. So, it's...
Same.
So, this is a question I wrote down. So, before I and you remember me writing it. So, you can't be funny acting. What's a good way for a couple to approach you for a threesome?
I don't know if there is one.
Notes.
I don't know if there is one. I do appreciate, I think in general, just feeling not like an exotic like object for someone. Like I want to be a part of some like experience. And so I think just genuine connection is the best way in my opinion. Or at least from experience. Like I've been in situations where I've been involved with a woman and like she has a partner, and so we end up having an exchange, but it doesn't feel like, it feels very like, you know, objectifying. It doesn't feel like, oh, we're like all in this together. But on the other hand, I feel like a lot of threesomes I've had outside of the 4 months of threesomes I had were very like all three of us are connected. So yeah, just like
so take you on a couple dates.
I don't have to go on a couple dates. It's just like we just got a vibe, you know.
Okay, like a smokeout session.
Maybe, like, whatever. I'm a sapiosexual, so typically mental stimulation is, like, how I connect with most people.
Fair, right. If you can get in my mind, that and I also love humor. I can be laughed out of my panties very easily. Okay. Like, being a humorous person and, like, being a naturally funny person gets you 50% of the way with me.
When they laugh you out your panties, do they kind of seem like they're annoyed with how hard you laugh?
Okay.
Fuck you, bitch. No, I've actually never gotten that. Usually dudes are surprised because my voice is already deep. I've usually had dudes like, you probably got a crazy ass laugh. I've actually had men say that to me once they hear my voice, like, your laugh probably crazy. Oh, it is. Wait until we get some drinks in us too. You about to be like, bitch, you laugh like a man.
And in person, you can't move a mic out the way. So
I laugh just like my daddy, and I hate that I get that shit from him. Because fuck that nigga. I look just like him and laugh just like his bitch ass.
Protector.
I love my dad. Don't get me wrong. I love him. Okay. I absolutely love him. He's just a horrible person.
Wait, but okay. So can you love men because you say you hate us because of your dad?
I don't. No. I have very low expectations of men because of my father. Yet I also have very high expectations of them too because of my father. It's a sickness.
You said you hate men because of your dad.
I know, but I try not to say I hate men. I know that I mentioned this. I know I hate men, but I don't really hate men. The niggas that I don't hate, no, I don't hate men for real. It's just a thing. Like, who don't hate men? Because most niggas are terrible. Most niggas are terrible. Most niggas are violent.
Me, Trav, and JG aren't.
But okay, the fact that you have to put yourself out there and say that you aren't terrible. The men who know that they are not terrible know who they are. They know that they're not terrible.
Listen to what you said.
The men whom I don't hate they know who I don't hate.
Listen to this. Don't hate me, but I'm also terrible.
All right, listen to this. I just want y'all to listen to this. Y'all listening? All right, great. Co-host of Cocktails with Cocktails, CWC the podcast. I hate men, so don't DM me unless you are trying to eat my ass and let me peg you. Let me repeat this.
I do remember reading this.
I
not gonna
hate men.
It is like
I hate men. It's on a fucking Twitter status. Everybody puts the most important shit in their lives on their Twitter status. And you focus in on I hate men.
So here's my thing.
So
I can never say I hate men because I care to be in a relationship with them. But I definitely understand where that is located. It's located in a history of patriarchal norms. It's located in a history of violence. It's located in all these things. However, I do feel it's really harmful to say those things. Because not even if we want them to be better, but if we want to be in a relationship with men.
But that's why I try not to say it verbally. Like, I try not to say it verbally. Like, I have nephews. I have family who are men, who are absolutely wonderful. I really say that on Twitter so that niggas do not DM me.
I get
it. That's why I read it and I was like,
oh, I understand.
Yeah, that's why that's on my Twitter. Do not DM. Because again, as I've stated before, men, especially on Twitter and on Instagram, they think that they can talk to me any kind of way. I have gotten some of the craziest shit in my inbox. Just because of the things because I am a sexual person and I talk about sex on the timeline, that does not mean you can come in my inbox any kind of way. So that is there to deter men from coming at me any type of crazy way. Like, that's why that is there. But that's why I try not to verbally out loud say that I hate men, because I don't. Like, I mean, my boss is a man and I have nothing but the utmost respect for my boss, and that's probably the only man who I've worked under that I have this much respect for. Because I've worked under some men who have been like sexist, who have been terrible, who have, I worked under white men and they've been racist. So it's just like, I've worked under men and I've never had respect for them, but I have respect for black men. I have respect for the black man. I have respect for every black man in this room. And y'all know that, except Brandon, but y'all know that. Like, I said, y'all know that. I said, except Brandon. You the one who don't know that I got respect for you.
Oh, okay.
But I have a lot of respect for men. But again, if you notice, that's not on my Instagram, because niggas don't talk to me crazy on Instagram. It's Twitter where the men come out of the woodwork.
Women talk to me crazy in person. They don't do it on social media.
Men talk to me crazy in person. Men talk to me crazy.
Just tell them. Just introduce them to me.
I think most people are just too intimidated to talk to me, to be honest.
Yeah, men talk to me crazy. Especially the ones who have follow me on Twitter or have seen me on Twitter. Flux. Men talk to me crazy in person.
I see men do the craziest thing to women at Deluxe
Flux.
That's why I always
Deluxe Flux is just.
I almost get into a fight at Deluxe Flux every fucking time I go.
The last time I went to Deluxe Flux, I almost got into a fight and I had
niggas cry
with a man. I almost got into a fight with a man
because they tried to pull my friend's wig off. I had some gay white dude what's it called when you act like you gonna punch somebody and you jump at them like that?
Just jumping.
Yeah,
intimidation.
Honestly, I just swung, but it was the wintertime, so
I missed.
I didn't miss. I actually hit him in his neck, and then
you missed.
He got hit.
You weren't aiming for his neck.
No, I wasn't. Honestly, it was like
so you missed.
It's the difference between trying to punch somebody and trying to make sure that one punch ends everything that they was thinking about the rest of the night, and that's what I was on. And they start screaming, "He's gay! He's gay!" I was like, I don't give a fuck about his sexual orientation. And then it was a standing ovation, and it had to be the weirdest standing ovation I've ever got in my life. Like being held back for a fight, and they good answer, good answer. Like, fuck y'all. I'm not thinking about that shit. I don't get why gay people can fight. So that was the weirdest shit I ever heard. Like, what that have to do with anything?
Some vibes in that thing.
This story
nobody heard this, but I didn't make the story. That's what happened.
I know. I'm just saying. Story time just went kind of left.
What? That's what they said. I don't know what to tell you.
She's saying you shouldn't have shared it.
No, this is Cocktails with Cocktails, and we don't hold back. Sometimes we're gonna be uncomfortable, and that's just life. But we're not gonna hold back.
It's not that we're uncomfortable. It's just that story really kind of didn't have much to do with what we were talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, it didn't correlate with the topic at hand. So you just
that's the only child syndrome. I do that shit too.
Okay, you kind of fixed that.
I'm so happy that you're aware because at least you're aware. Because you also don't seem like an only child.
Who told you I was the only child?
Because she's aware and she can tell.
I'm just gonna say the affirmations of growth are like.
Who told you I was the only child?
I told you I did.
Somebody said it early. You said you're only child earlier.
No, it didn't.
You did.
You might have said I think it's the only child in me. Oh, when we were talking about threesomes, that's exactly what you said. It's the only child.
Yeah, you're talking about the MMF.
Oh, you believe me? All right.
You're not the only child.
You are.
No, I am. Most people don't believe me.
Shit.
How?
Who lies about being the only child?
How can they not?
Fuck do they not believe?
Because in my mind, I'm an only child.
No, people always think that the daddy got 18 kids on the side.
Oh, I mean, so like I was raised as an only child. I have siblings that like I'm not in relationship.
I too was.
See, I'm actually a literal only child.
This is why I believe I'm an only child because I too essentially was raised as an only child, but I have siblings.
Your sister's older though.
And my sister's considerably older than me, so by the time I was like 5, my sister was out of the house because she was in school. So
yeah, all my siblings are like,
auntie.
and I didn't live where she was
40s,
my
50s.
mama technically. That she was raising me for a hot second. So like,
so cute.
yeah, I told you I was the baby of the hood.
Oh, me too.
What's so you east side?
Yeah,
I could tell. Damn, I was hoping it was.
Ew.
Right, like
I'm gonna stop. Ew.
Wait, why you say you? What you trying to say?
It was unnecessary, but I'm definitely like for the people. Like I don't give a fuck about no damn money.
I don't give a fuck about school side.
And West Side is very
like,
grind culture. Like,
You know what I give a fuck about? Black. Don't matter.
Not even that because not all skin folk are kinfolk.
If you in Detroit, you are.
It doesn't matter.
Not all skin folk are kinfolk.
Nah.
So,
Detroit. Black Detroit is what I'm talking about. Anthony Adams for mayor.
Even here, not all skin folk
really
are
lost
kinfolk. So
Even here, like in the room?
no,
about Travis.
I meant Detroit.
Oh. I say he just Farmington Hills.
Yeah.
I'll say it's no big deal.
I'm not Issa Rae.
Right. I for the most part, I am rooting for everybody black. I do try to root for everybody black until, they prove to me that I shouldn't be rooting for them.
Okay.
Can we get back to your ass?
What about it?
So, I know like niggas can't finger it. They can't eat it. Can they smack your ass?
Yeah, I like getting my ass smacked. You know, it's
Can they
cool.
grope it?
It's cool.
Can they hold it?
Yeah.
Can they lay on it?
All of those things are great.
But you won't let anybody eat it.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried to do anal. It just my asshole is really tight. I was on every drug imaginable. It was not happening.
What?
But you ain't opened it up either. If that's the case, like you need to
What drugs?
practice first.
We got 2 questions.
I don't think I really get that much pleasure from it. But maybe down the line, maybe in the future, I sound like one of them niggas.
Have you tried the orgasm
when I'm getting married,
first?
I'm trying to prep my booty because I want to try to get accustomed
nigga
to anal. Honestly, like I want to be able to.
She want to ride dick.
I don't have a strong desire. I did used to have like this double penetration desire, but that just came from the idea of being like able to do more things. It's not really about the pleasure like that I experience in my ass.
Would you do
I don't
DP?
experience any.
I don't really like anal right now, so I don't really enjoy anal. So, but like I said, I just told you I do want to prep my booty because I don't know if I want to necessarily enjoy anal, but I do want to give it another try because I knew when I was first trying anal, it was not my thing. I was only doing it to make the dude I was with happy, and he didn't. And because he knew I didn't like it, he didn't ask me for it very often. It would just be like a random occurrence. So, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, I guess you can go ahead and stick it in there. I just gotta lay here and take it. So after that, I'm gonna get mine. So come on, let's do it.
I do feel like a hypocrite though, like as much as I like am involved in other people's asses.
I was gonna say, what do you do to their asses?
Pretty much anything.
You finger pop?
Everything.
You got the nails for it.
Let's see.
I'm getting my nails done.
Cause I can't finger pop with these. Like
I recently saw, what was it, Wheezy? She had like the 2 nails that were like shorter. Like it was like that's some genius.
I'm not doing that.
I might do that.
I'm not doing that.
I feel you, but it kind of was. I don't know. I like weird shit. It was kind of cute to me.
She's just disrespectful to her niggas' ass.
I'm just not doing it.
So you like to eat ass?
I like my
You like the finger pop ass? You like the peg ass?
I personally really enjoy eating ass.
What is that is the thing I enjoy about eating ass?
My last
I just like I'm really good at it, and like
I'm
sorry.
I think in general when it comes to sex, again, confidence. If you're good at something, you're gonna enjoy doing it. Mm-hmm. It's just that.
So do you just?
That's why I enjoy sucking dick. I feel like I'm great at it,
and that's why I don't hate sucking dick. But like because I have a gag reflex, all these things.
I love sucking dick. It's actually one of my favorite parts of sex.
I enjoy
sucking dick.
Do you look around the rim or do you tongue punch the booty hole?
All of it.
All of the above. She said all of it. That's
everything. Yeah. No, I thoroughly enjoyed.
Do you open
I've
cheeks
ate
up?
ass for like at least 4+ hours before.
Do you spread
All
cheeks?
of that.
Straight?
Everything.
that booty probably got pruny than a motherfucker.
Probably.
That balloon knot was untied.
It was.
I personally like the legs.
The legs back,
Yeah,
knees
legs
to
back.
chest, knees to
Yeah,
chest.
That's great.
I'm very flexible.
Are you?
Noted.
I can do the splits.
Them hips can do the splits
I
right
love
now.
flexible men too.
Don't tell him
Like
that.
that is definitely
No,
a turn
I'm not
on for
doing
me.
Do the splits right now.
You
No.
can do it, but don't tell
Flexible
I'm
men
not
is
doing
definitely
it.
a turn on.
I'm not doing the splits. Last time I did splits, I couldn't get up.
Cause I really want to watch these hips get into a split.
I play like every sport imaginable. I'm very flexible.
When?
What?
We went to high school together. When?
I played in high school.
Keep going.
Look, this has been a great episode.
Don't touch me.
Do you eat women's asses?
I prefer men's asses. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I don't have to answer. I like pleasure, so I think it's also about.
It sounds like you
knowing,
get off on getting other people off.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't realize we were besties. Like we literally are twins. We're the eat ass twins.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Say it out loud.
I said, "Oh my God, I hate him." I did say it out
Why
loud.
do you
I just said
hate
it under
me?
my breath.
What did I say? All I said was we the eat ass twins. You act like I'm flirting. What?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing. I just said, "Oh my God, I hate him." You
I'm
asked me what I
friend-zoned
said,
myself.
and I said what I said.
I didn't put her in a difficult
You
position.
asked me what I said, and I said what
You
I
just
said.
mad
What's
because
the problem?
you just mad because y'all not the eat
What's
ass twins.
the problem?
Eat some more ass for 4 hours.
I would have ate my last dude ass, but his booty was too hairy and his pubes was coming out of my mouth. So I'm not about to keep doing that.
So.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing.
You eat hairy ass?
I luckily have always had very manicured men in my life.
Like, nah, his booty was real hairy. Like, I couldn't suck
But
his
I mean, I
balls
would.
as much.
I don't give a fuck.
I couldn't suck his balls as much as I wanted. I mean, I would, but if your hair gonna come out of my mouth, I'm not about to keep doing it.
So how you think
If you're
some
a
men feel
cleaner
when they
ass,
eat
I would do all the
when they eat
things
cooter?
necessary to eat the ass.
Say that one more time.
I said I would clean the ass. I do anything necessary to eat.
You would shave a man's ass?
Yeah.
See, I didn't want to ask him to shave his butt because like he would never ask me to shave any part of me. So
I mean,
like,
you was
and
coming bush?
No, I don't come bush because I prefer myself to be manicured. But if he didn't prefer himself to be manicured, that's on him. I'm just not going to be able to do as much as I want to do. So this is the natural inflection of my voice, Brandon. I'm sorry.
Push it back.
But yeah.
You didn't even have to say it. So.
Keep rolling your eyes at me, bitch.
I didn't roll my eyes at you.
You just rolled your eyes at me like a bitch.
No, I looked up in the sky, and then I looked back down at the mic.
Like I said, keep rolling your eyes at me, bitch.
Look, man, I don't want no beef with you in these school teacher ones you got on. I just want to move. Do you zoom in on her shoes?
Go ahead and zoom in on my shoes.
I just want to move on.
If I have on school teacher shoes, I have on school teacher shoes. I bet you I'm the best school teacher in that bitch. I get them kids real involved and real active in class. I was a tutor. You know, I almost went into education.
Thank God.
So anything else, yeah, I didn't because you do not want me educating kids.
I thought I was 0 to 100. You 0 to 1. Like, you right there.
But no, I was really great with kids when I was a tutor. I was actually really great.
I think they need
like
that.
I will walk out, but like I will literally walk out of the room like I'm about to cuss all y'all out, and I can't do that to y'all. So I'm gonna just leave for a hot second, and I'm gonna come back. I told you I smacked the kid once. I didn't smack him. I hit the back of his head.
Hit my hand how you hit his head. Okay, that was hard.
That was not hard.
It was a kid and it was a head.
And it was the back of his head, and it was.
Nope, that was a lot lighter than the first one.
No, it was.
No, okay, give me your hand. Let me show you what you did.
That didn't hurt. So okay, if that's what I did, then that kid.
Would you want somebody smacking your kid upside the head? How I just slapped your hand?
He introduced me to his daddy.
I'm gonna be homeschooling, so that's
like he introduced me to his daddy. I know I didn't hurt that. Absolutely. I remember Corey. Corey, if you're out there, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope your finance daddy is also having a good day. Hurt. Probably it was a big ass head, so he probably didn't feel it. He had a big ass head,
like a walnut.
He had a huge head. He was super tall. Corey was like the oldest looking 13-year-old I ever met.
You had to jump up there to hit him upside the head?
No, he was actually sitting down, and I was leaning over, and we were at a computer. I was helping him with like his computer assignment, and I'm like, okay, Corey, do you understand? And I looked over to him, and his eyes were just right on my ass. So I smacked the back of his head and was like, Corey, look at the computer. And he, so I was like standing over him, and I'm
more acceptable of the slap, but I'm also more understanding of Corey.
I totally understood why too. So I'm like, Corey, but just pay attention.
What pants you had on? You had on the Farmer Jack ones?
I had on a dress actually because I had an interview that morning, so I had on a dress.
Did you get the job?
Class. I did actually get that job. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I did actually get that job.
Look, shout out to y'all. I appreciate both of y'all. This is a great episode. I want both of y'all. You think you'll eat some ass this weekend?
I don't know.
Can you?
I don't know. Maybe.
All right. I appreciate you for trying. Alyssa, I want you to eat some ass too.
I'm not gonna eat no ass this weekend. I only have a day and a half.
Most straight black men don't like their ass.
I'm not about to eat
really?
no ass.
It's not a
Trav, you cool with getting your ass ate?
It's a rarity for sure.
Are you cool with it, Trav?
I had to get it together.
Hey, Trav said he had to get it together.
I'm fucking dead.
No.